Alright, welcome back. Okay, so in the last update, we saved Princess Velvet, but King Valentine somehow escaped from the Netherworld. So, I guess that's a net even.
Until just recently, I was an attendant to Princess Gwendolyn in the castle.
Oh look! Miris is here. Did Miris just get kicked out of Odin's castle?
Oh,
huh.
You're better now. I heard about King Valentine. He used to be such a great king. Tis unfortunate that he changed. This happened about when he made the coins.
So wait, did he just go insane from making coins? Like, oh god, so many coins! I'll destroy the world!
Courage takes many forms.
Keith Silverstein does play a bunch of evil characters, though. Although he has played a few heroes, like he did play Tatsuya Suo in Persona 2. That much I do know. But for the most part, he seems to make his... He seemed to have carved out a niche as like, very condescending, power-hungry villains. Oh yeah, he also played Zen in Persona Q, but really Persona Q is nothing really to write home about. Enough about that game. That game is so just nothing at all. It doesn't even matter.
Is something wrong?
Meryl, run! The goblins are invading!
Oh boy.
Here they come! Hurry!
Do none of the other Pukas in Puka Village have any form of self-defense? Like, none of them carry a sword or anything besides Cornelius?
That cowardly ball of fur! Let's take all their coins! There must be some around.
Whoa! Hold it, Bunny!
I'll stab you!
Ears off!
No, 'tis better to skin them and make a nice fur cloak.
Oh god!
Stop!
This is Puka territory.
Oh god, I wasn't expecting that.
What are you saying? This is our land! We're citizens of Valentine! We're entitled to this land!
My magic sword says otherwise.
No, it's true. Pukas with evil hearts are
I like how
turned into
immediately they
goblins.
back down. One just gets stabbed in the face, like, ah! Oh god!
The coins must be given freely in order for the spell to be broken. Stealing the coins won't help.
That's a very oddly specific curse.
After all, our king cursed us.
He's a dick.
But King Valentine ordered us to do this.
And what, you just did it anyway?
This
Why?
isn't our idea.
Well, why are you going with it
But we
then?
can't just let you Pukas be the only ones who get to be humans again. But if we toss the coins in the lava in the Fire Kingdom like the king said, it'll glorify your crying faces forever.
That just seems needlessly mean.
Wait!
Oh, you
Are
dicks.
you alright?
Oh, you can't let them... If we lose the coins, then we will never return to our old selves.
Now, to be fair, do you really need all the coins? Can't you just take, like, one and just throw it in the lava? If you really want to be an asshole, wouldn't it just be better to just take one coin and just throw it in the lava? Like, what's more dickish here? Like, taking all the coins they spent so long getting and throwing in the lava, or taking that one coin, just one, and throwing it in the lava, and then they're gonna be like, I thought we have all the coins! No! It was a lie? This is my sadist side speaking. I'm not sure which is meaner. Which seems like a more cruel version of this plan. I don't know. Either way, we're going to stop it. We're in King Onyx's domain. For some reason, I guess Onyx just doesn't care, because he doesn't pop up in this chapter. Even though we're in his home. I don't know, I guess he's going creep on Gwendolyn some more. Go figure. Onyx is doing some other creepy shit, as we'll learn later on. There's not much different about this stage. It's just, there's a lot more goblins that you're just stabbing in the face. What chance do these poor goblins have? So really, like, after hearing their grand plan of like, oh, we're just doing this to be huge assholes. Now you'll never be free. Now you'll never go back to your human bodies. Like, there's no sympathy for these things. It's fine to kill them. They're dicks. They're taking orders from Valentine, who, as we've already established, is another huge dick. Everybody's just so mean in this game. All the villains are just needlessly mean. It's just like... Eesh. I get wanting to take over the world, or, you know, wanting to bring on the apocalypse or something like that, but sometimes just being a jerk just really rubs salt in the wound extra hard. Like, there's bringing the apocalypse and, like, bringing anarchy and destruction upon all the living, and then there's just being a dick. For some reason, I'm more offended by Valentine's plan to just screw over the Pukas than I am of him, like, wanting to bring on the apocalypse. It's just an extra level of dickery. And he just hates the people of his country.
Please, stop it. I apologize. Look, I'll give you my treasure, okay? Good. You understand? I mean, I'll give you a good deal on it.
Here's a good deal. 5-finger discount. You give me what I want. Otherwise, magic sword goes into Goblin until Goblin stops moving. Whatever. I do like the Goblin's cloaks. They're very nice. Little stars on them. Gee, I wonder why I like it. They're just so weak and pathetic. Whirlwind slash. The whirling slash is just so funny. Oh look, a little red cap. Oh well. That little red cap of yours isn't doing much. Tornado! Oh my god. He's just a spinning dervish of death. And Sparkbolt continues to be the best move in the game. Just immediately stuns whatever's in front of it. It's great. Perfect. This is why Cornelius is awesome. One of the reasons. And of course, inventory still being a colossal bitch. But hey, bigger bag. So, yay. We get to hold a whole 10 more items. Let's go ahead and waste space already. With stuff I probably won't even use. But you have to pick it up, don't you? I mean, that's just the rule. Guys, take a hint. Take a hint. It doesn't matter how many throwing knives you have. You're not going to win. Case in point. My goodness, just stop. Just stop. This isn't like D&D where you get attack of opportunity. No, you just lose. You just lose. Hey, it's Mori. We haven't talked to Mori in a while.
Maury's touring restaurant. No building, no problem.
I already said I like Erin Fitzgerald's voice acting.
A cold meal would be
She's a cool lady.
Huh? A new recipe.
It's appropriate that the voice actress of Chie is playing the chef in this game.
Now then, what do you want to order?
I guess the only thing we can order is seafood salad.
As you wish.
Shrimp and salad. You know, I'm not big on salad or seafood, or any combination of either one, but for some reason, Mori always makes it look good. Now, seafood on pizza, that's pretty good. I've had shrimp on pizza. Delicious. That's not one of those things that, like, is divisive, right? Like pineapple on pizza, that's clearly a huge divide with many people. But, you know, seafood, like shrimp on it, that seems fine, right? I mean, it's still savory.
I await your further patronage.
I don't know. Talking about. Anyway, whatever. So, after all this time of not seeing Mori, we didn't have much to give him, so, Look, little salamanders. Little Charmanders. Bye. So, in recent Vanillaware news, this is probably nothing really too surprising. Dragon's Crown Pro is coming out pretty soon, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and now that I've actually been playing a little bit of D&D recently with some friends, you know, Dragon's Crown is now appealing to me even more, because it has the whole D&D party. Of course, I usually go boring and I just play Fighter, because Fighter's my guy. He looks cool, he has a cool fighting style, and honestly, he's the easiest one to really work with and kind of understand. And because I kind of like tanking and DPS, and the Fighter is a decent combination of both. And also, he just, like, swings his sword super fast. That's also cool. I don't know. Oh, boy. For some reason, this boss is just kind of annoying. I think it's the fire that they shoot out. It's... I don't know. It looks like a really goofy boss, because they're just on little firebirds. Little fire chickens. And I like the face the birds make whenever you hit them with Spark Bolt. I'm like, ah! No! Not like this! Anyway, Toxin. Speaking of needlessly mean, just throw poison at them. Who cares? Oh, look, they do a little fire version of the Cyclone attack. Just combos for days. Now, unlike with Odin Sphere, which has bosses that are pretty simple once you get to know their patterns and whatnot, except for whenever they pull off tons of, like, area of effect lava and shit like that, that just makes it a nightmare for your health. Dragon's Crown is a bit more difficult and complicated, probably because it's meant to be played as a team game. Well, honestly, it is a team game because you play as a group of 4 party members. But, I don't know. The bosses just seem a bit more difficult, although still just as beautiful as they are in Odin Sphere. I'm not really sure what my point is here, but yeah, I like them both. I think both games are fun. But Dragon's Crown is probably best approach whenever you're playing with friends. Oh, and also, personal opinion. But if you want to have a really good, but if you had the character voice DLC, which I think is free with Dragon's Crown, my personal favorite is the Amazon narrator, which is Cindy Robinson, because she just sounds cool. That voice sounds amazing. Anyway. Oh, speaking of which, Yuri Lowenthal, who plays Cornelius in this, plays the wizard in Dragon's Crown. So that's cool. I keep forgetting, is there any other overlap with the Dragon's Crown cast and the other Vanillaware properties? And by that, I just mean Odin Sphere. Because Muramasa is just purely in Japanese. Jameson Price plays the dwarf in that game. And he plays Wagner in this. So yeah, that's a little bit of overlap so far. Let's see, Aaron Fitzgerald. Oh, Aaron Fitzgerald plays the sorceress in Dragon's Crown. That's cool. Yeah. And of course, we already mentioned she plays Mori in this. Let's see. Cindy Robinson does not play anyone in Odin Sphere, but she is the current voice actress of Amy Rose in Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's see. Eden Regal, she is in this. She is in Dragon's Crown as the elf, but she is no one in Odin Sphere. And then finally we have Patrick Sates, who voices the fighter. Does he voice anybody in Odin Sphere? No, it does not look like it. But you already know him. He's the English voice actor of Dio Brando and, oh, what was it? Oh, and Ragnar the Blood Edge. But I already did because I already did a Blaze Blue thing. I can only guess what the Vulcans are thinking at this very moment. Like, what's a Puka doing in our kingdom? Oh god! Just immediately gets air comboed by a Puka with a magic sword. Let me summon my Charmanders at it. That'll stop him. Dear God. It must just be so concerning for most, like, people who don't know Cornelius's circumstances. They just see some random Puka show up in their kingdom and then just start wrecking shop. Flying through the air on his sword, shooting lightning, summoning tornadoes and shit. God, that is a hard way for the Vulcans to go. Spirit Stone. It bumps up the Constitution and maximum PP. So, you know, it's not bad. And honestly, better defense than what we were currently wearing. Because I tend to like to hold on to items for their effects as opposed to their defensive properties. Which kind of makes Cornelius a bit of a glass cannon. Or most of my characters glass cannons in that case. I prefer to do damage and dodge as opposed to just tanking hits. Oh boy, it's another one of these. Only instead of frozen ones, they're all on fire. Great. Yeah, just gotta clear the way. Okay. Aha! I still get burned, but all that for just a fire spirits. So, not even gonna use it. Whatever. Jeez, how hot must Cornelius be in his current state, you know? Like, granted, I guess he's kind of used to his puka body at this point, but still, like, all that fur, and he's in a kingdom of lava, being constantly set on fire. Again, gameplay and story segregation, I get. I've said this till I'm blue in the face. But still, this just must be the most uncomfortable thing ever. And honestly, he's one of the more lighter-equipped characters. Because, let's see, out of all the playable characters, there's one who's just in a full set of armor. There's Gwendolyn, who, again, in a pretty... She's in a lot of armor, too, with feathers and stuff like that. There's another character who's very lightly dressed. Yeah. There's like there's two characters who are super lightly dressed, two characters who are in armor, and then Cornelius kind of sits in the middle. Like, he has gauntlets, but for the most part, besides the hood, he's pretty much naked. Which, I'm curious as to his opinions on that. Is he cool with just, like, essentially being naked? I mean, I guess most of the pukas just go pantsless. I don't know. I'd kind of be like Daxter from Jak and Daxter, in that, you know, I kind of want some pants here, guys. Like, whether you can see it or not, I kind of don't want my junk on display. Or at the very least, I don't want my junk implied to be showing constantly. Like, does that make me weird that I feel like pants are probably a necessity for most furry characters? Whatever, I guess my opinion doesn't really matter here. Also, Vampire Ring +2. Yes, gimme, gimme, gimme. So into this. Forget the Spirit Stone. Vampire Ring forever. For life. Mid-boss. Oh, it's another Phoenix Rider. That's not a phoenix. That's a little chickadee. That's a little flaming chickadee. It is not a phoenix. God. It just looks so surprised. Every time it gets hit with Spark Bolt, it's like, oh! I feel bad for this thing. Not so much for the rider, but for the little chickadee. Also, seriously, a torch hat? Like, I get you're living in a kingdom, like, made of lava and fire, but that must be uncomfortable, huh? Like, just wearing fire on your head, like, constantly. All day, every day, huh? And honestly, what's Onyx's game plan? Like, he was pining for... Oh, right. I was not paying attention. Okay, so, yeah, knockouts are a thing. But it's more just a slap on the wrist. You can just always redo it. It's fine. Anyway, like I was saying, Onyx was kind of pining for Gwendolyn, right? What's his game plan? Like, does he not know that a kingdom made of lava would probably be uncomfortable for her? Like, everything's on fire. She's not made of fire. She's not a Vulcan. She doesn't thrive in this condition. She's a Valkyrie, yeah, so she's badass, but I feel like even a Valkyrie would kind of be uncomfortable on a day-to-day, like, living here. Just saying, it would probably suck. I don't know. These are stupid hypotheticals. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's kind of weird that I beat two of these things at the same time with no issue. Well, maybe a little issue here and there with all the on-screen bullet hell stuff. But I lose to the solo fight, the mid-boss fight, the supposedly easier battle, just because I wasn't paying attention. So, this game is pretty easy to do combos and easy. The boss fights are really not that challenging, especially if you just treat this like an RPG. But you still need to be kind of on guard here. You gotta be a little careful. Always watch your health. And also watch the lava fountains. That's probably good quality of life information. Oh boy. These goblins must also be sweating their asses off too, huh? Because they're wearing like heavy cloaks with stars and hoods and stuff like that. Like, guys, it's gotta be. Those things are probably not the best lava weather. Just saying. Who cares how they feel? They're dicks. You know, I know it's just kind of lazy to just have a character be transparently evil. Like they're just content with the idea that they're just mass murdering psychopaths, or they're just completely fine with being totally evil. Because they're fucking insane, clearly. Or they're just sadists, or whatever. I kind of respect that. They're just evil for the sake of being evil. They know what they want, and they enjoy it. I can respect that. I don't have to agree with it, but, you know, you stick to your ideals. You stick to your guns. You know, good for you. I'm still gonna bash your face in with the sword, but, you know, hey, you do you. At the very least, they're not trying to fluff it up, like saying, oh, I'm justified in doing this, or, oh, I have a grander plan, or, oh, you would never understand. No, I'm just fucking evil. I'm just evil and I love it. Sometimes that's for the best. Ozone Prism, what do we get this time? Brave Hurl. Forward shockwave that grows bigger. That does not sound like what a Brave Hurl is. But let's go ahead and give it a look, shall we? Yeah! Oh, nice. Set that as a shortcut. Because as if the Zelda similarities were not apparent enough. Now you just get a sword beam. Cool. Or wait, sword beam. Well, I mean, Link can do that, but that's also a Final Fantasy thing. Which is appropriate because Yuri Lowenthal plays Cecil in Final Fantasy Dissidia. And the Final Fantasy IV remake for the DS.
Wait! Don't hurt me! I'm your ally as of right now. To prove it, I'll tell you anything you'd like.
You know, if you really want to prove you're my friend, you just give me the stuff. Ooh, Sun Pendant. Yes. And they're selling another Vampiric Ring +2, so if you missed it in that one fight, you can get it here. See, even with a bigger bag, we're still doing inventory management bullshit. Some things never change. This is gonna probably be a friggin' constant over the entire LP. Because I hold on to stuff, even whenever we're doing the final... Even whenever I'm fighting the end boss for the chapter. Yeah, well. You never know when you might need an extra potion, or you might need an extra cyclone, or whatever.
Hey! I surrender! I don't have any coins! Really, please, don't kill me!
I surrender, that's why I'm holding my knife. Please don't kill me. Oh, this? My knife? No, that's just my security knife. It's the strawberry short blade. Oh, God, I miss Cromarty. Cromartie High is the best. It's like lightning in a bottle. You'll never really capture it twice. And it's weird because Cromartie High is how I got introduced to two like really currently prominent voice actors, which is Ben Prosky and Jason Douglas. Ben Prosky plays Kamiyama, who he also plays Killia in Disgaea 5, and he was also what was that name? He was the main character of Dark Dreams Don't Die. It was hang on, I'm looking it up right now. Oh, David Young. Yeah. And he also played Atlas in Fire Emblem Echoes. So that's cool. And Jason Douglas, he plays Beerus in Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Battle of Gods. Love Cromartie. Alright, anyway, enough about voice acting stuff. We have a secret path to find. Right here. They're sneaky about that. They give you hints in the Phozon Prism area. Anyway, let's see what we got. It is Critical Heal. A lot of passive techniques for Cornelius. Slightly recover HP upon a successful critical hit. Well, we hit a lot, so chances are we'll be doing a critical at one point. Anyway, max out Spark Bolt, yes. Perfect. Now it's maxed. Let's max out Spiral Claw while we're at it as well. Those are two of my most used moves. Let's go ahead and improve Whirling Blade while we're at it. Just because we got some extra Phozons. Yeah. Make the moves I use even better. Make them even more dangerous so I can kill stuff better. It is such an ornate door, it's awesome. Friggin' Onyx is styling. Onyx's kingdom is pretty dope. Covered in lava, but it's still pretty cool. Haha. Oh, you're still a thing.
You always interfere.
Cornelius, start stabbing.
Those stupid goblins were all talk.
Start stabbing.
You are a king, are you not?
Start
Why
stabbing.
would you choose to make your citizens suffer?
Those coins are mine to spend as I please.
Start stabbing.
Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Long ago, there was once a benevolent king with extraordinary powers. In order to keep his people happy, he put his power into the money, so all shared it.
Why would you do that? Why would he do that? Just give
But
him
what
money.
happened to him? Instead of thriving, the country was destroyed by a traitor. And instead of being mourned, I was called a mad tyrant who cursed my own country.
Well, you kind of did curse the money.
Cauldron against your own land.
It matters not now.
Kind of does.
Both the king's power and virtuous spirit have been infused into the coins.
Well, that was stupid of you.
Once these coins were melted in the lava, my power would have returned to me. Those idiotic goblins. No.
They're
I shall let you know.
goblins.
I am a forgiving person.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
I still have hope.
To bring the world to an end. Oh,
There's just one egg.
so there is.
Underestimated. As the prophecies state, this is the egg of the dragon that dooms us all.
Oh, okay. Crack it in half.
Valentine prophecies. They call this snake, dragon, Levanthan.
You have said snake. You can't backtrack that.
So Wagner was referring to you when he said that.
My fury will burn the world.
Stab
I
him.
give you all my power.
Cornelius, instead of just standing there like an idiot, stab
I
him.
entrust
Knock
it
the
all
crown
to your
off.
Fiendish, brutal nature. Now hatch, Levanthan! Show us your strength!
I feel like this could have easily been avoided. I feel like this can still easily be avoided. Oh yeah, now you whip out the sword, okay. Baby dragon! I summoned baby dragon, Yug! It's a baby dragon. The last dragon. I am the last dragon. Yeah, easy joke, whatever. Anyway, just kick its ass. This is embarrassing. You summon a baby dragon to be the freaking instrument of the Armageddon. This is so goofy. Levanthin is no harder than he was when you fought him as Gwendolyn. This is not challenging. Yeah, he has a few little goofy moves here and there, but yeah, his like bull rush attack is kind of a little goofy, but you know, it's not really that big of a problem. His poor... We knocked off his little crown, and now we're just whipping its ass. You don't get a crown anymore. Dragons can't be kings. You're not Bahamut. Just don't let him get his crown. Just beat him up. Just whack him with the sword over and over again. Air combos for days. Yeah, Vampiric Ring +2, bitch. What are you even gonna do? Nothing. You got nothing on this. Hey, he got his crown back. Whatever. Oh, look at him. He thinks he's a big tough dragon with his little fireballs. Oh. Oh. Knocked him on the ground again. Yeah, the instrument of the apocalypse. Mm-hmm. Looking real tough there, King Valentine. Taking a while, but not really sure what I'm supposed to be afraid of. Oh, now he's doing his stupid little bull rush. Just a little bit more. Just one more combo and done. And with that, done. Now stab it. Stab it. Stab it more. Stab him.
I was down there too long.
Stab him.
The Netherworld's jewels. They suppressed my powers. I could feel them withering away.
Why did you put the sword away, Cornelius?
Who are you?
Use your frickin' brain.
I am Prince Cornelius of Titania.
Just stab him.
See, Edmund's boy. I didn't understand why you carried the mystic sword of Titania. But now, I see why he gave you that patricidal blade.
Patricide?
That means killing your
I
dad.
don't think he'd tell you. He killed his own father, King Gallen, and took the crown.
My father couldn't do that.
He's too tiny.
My grandfather was killed when the country was attacked by the demon beast. But my father was visibly frightened when he saw this sword in my hands. Huh? That voice that gave me the sword. It knew who I am. No, it can't be. That cannot be my grandfather.
It probably is.
King Gallen must have wept in his cell. In addition to killing his own citizens. He was slain by his own son.
I had thought that after the attack, my father was the kingdom's savior and was given the crown. You say my grandfather was the demon beast?
I mean, if the shoe
He
fits.
transformed via a mystic power passed down through the Titanian royal family. In order to fight my own intimidating army, Galen made a decision.
Well,
Military forces were crushed under his feet, and we were scattered.
kind of a Pyrrhic victory if I'm hearing this right.
There was no time for anger. The beast continued to rampage through the kingdom for 7 days.
So my father destroyed the beast in order to save the country.
Be grateful for Edmund. If he did not claim to know the mystic power himself, I would have invaded Titania. Your land would have been easy to conquer.
Thanks?
So that's why he was stubborn.
I guess that's a compliment? Thanks for making me feel better about my dad, I guess?
This rumble is an omen. This is not good.
No, stab him, though.
Once the Inferno King were to greet us, it would not be a good thing.
Oh yeah, Onyx is still a thing, right. No, go stab him.
Wait.
Gotta put the little crown on him again.
Into the flames of purgatory, I bid thee farewell, until the world dies.
No, jump and stab him. No, he's just shambling away. You could catch him. Oh my god.
It's all here.
We got all the money back.
See, I'm relieved. Cornelius, thank you for everything. I speak on everyone's behalf.
I would have been worried if I lost the coins as well.
You say you're from Titania? You shouldn't go home for a while. Not with the way the town by the castle is.
What?
Why do you say that?
Haven't you heard? A dragon has appeared in the castle town.
Well, that's not good.
A dragon?
A woman has been chosen to be sacrificed to it.
Gee, I wonder who.
The king of Titania is unable to do anything, and the country is in a panic.
I mean, dragons are pretty spooky.
My father is ruthless.
It's not like your dad summoned the dragon. What do we get for our foes on Prism? We got Strike Ray. And we'll see that on the next update. Speaking of which, in the next update, we're going to fight a dragon, I guess. Alright. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next update. Until then, see ya. Cornelius is having a hell of a week, isn't he? That's hell spelled with one L.